Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. Start here at the 25. Jackson on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's got room. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. They find some open field here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Hopkins with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the 10. Set at the line for this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
From the 27, Herbert. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm thinking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
When they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football, and I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. Touchdown, Chargers. Bryan Edwards, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the 10. Offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Chargers' 30-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. They'll go again with Dobbins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Herbert. That's It's into the hands of Edwards. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. A handoff from Mitchell running left. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 75 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Herbert off of play action. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, a 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the 10. Offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run over center with Mitchell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That was Travis Jones working his way through and sticking him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting out.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Jackson now. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert now. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Herbert's throw taken in by Pringle. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Herbert operating from the red zone. That's going to be caught. Touchdown! Bryan Edwards as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 and a Charger TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. To this point, they've delivered.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a real priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Another run with Mitchell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. On third down, here's Mitchell. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late.
For the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll pitch it out to Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
A give here to Mitchell. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers use the short field to get in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he gets this all the way down to the 20. What a return. Almost broke it for 6.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Right back to Mitchell here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 28 yards. And the Ravens are able to at least get one score back. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Well, the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Odafe Oweh so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On the handoff, Mitchell. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Taken from just outside the 30. Oh, good move. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. To try again after the sack. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. And help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Mitchell. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the